Hello everyone, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all the fabrics that I have collected for the past few months. I started collecting these fabrics since I started my business back in October of 2020. I will be sharing with you guys where I buy my fabrics and what kind of fabrics I tend to go for to make scrunchies or clothing, and as well as fabrics that I tend to stay away from. So let's just get right into it. I do have quite a lot of fabric in front of me and as well as on my bed, and there is just a lot of fabric that I collected that I do in the future want to start like making clothes out of. So this is why I collected these, because they're like one of a kind as well. Some of them are. So that's why I bought it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this pile over here. So the first things first is this beautiful fabric here. It's such a nice material. It's nice and soft, and it is a like jersey knit material, so it has a nice stretch to it. And I really liked this pattern and like picture when I saw it online. I did buy this fabric from thriftynotion.com. They are a secondhand vintage dead stock website that sells secondhand vintage and dead stock. So that's where I bought this. I've been really into like finding dead stock vintage fabric lately, like I want to say the past few months. After shopping a lot at Joann, I realized that I should probably start shopping secondhand, so that way I don't have to keep buying new fabrics. Next here I have is this satin fabric here. It's I want to say satin spandex because it has stretch to it. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it has a nice stretch to it. And I bought this fabric from fabric.com. I bought it just to see how it looked in person because I didn't know if this was the type of purple I was going for. On camera it shows like it's purple bluish. It does look a little blue in person. So if you look at this angle here, it does look blue. I didn't know if it was like going to be like a nice satin material or not, but I think I bought like a yard of this just to see in person because you can only buy a yardage online when you purchase online. So when it came in, I was quite disappointed of the colors, so I ended up just keeping on the side. This next one here is a beautiful polyester rayon crinkle material. I love the color of this coral. Definitely screams fall and summertime. I actually bought this fabric off of thriftynotion.com and I just loved it. I bought like I think a yard of it just to test it out, and I actually made scrunchie out of it, and I love the material so much that I bought the rest of it. But after a while I kind of fell in love of the drape and the flowiness of it. I'll show you guys. So my plan is actually to make a dress for my niece out of this fabric, which I'm super excited to actually be doing. I do have it draft out already. I did make it out of muslin first to test it out. So I'm super excited and I can't wait to make the dress. This next one here that I bought is quite recent, but I love it and it is beautiful, my favorite color. It is this floral satin fabric. It's like the lighting is kind of bouncing off of it, so I hope you guys can see it just fine. But I love this color so much. It's a perfect green. It's like an apple green color. I actually used this fabric to make scrunchies, which I recently just launched, so if you guys are interested as well, go check it out. I really like this kind of material to make scrunchie because it's just nice and crisp, and as well as it keeps that nice fluffiness as well. This next fabric is also like a crinkle fabric, It's just a piece of remnant that I actually got at Joann. It was like, I want to say 50% off. So I believe there's 2 yards here, and I love this color of yellow as well. It's nice, subtle. I'm not sure what kind of material this was, but I believe it's like a rayon poly material, but it has a nice flowiness to it, which I love. And this can be made into a scarf, a dress, or a blouse. My idea for this is actually just to make scrunchies out of it. This next fabric is also from Joann Fabric Store, and it's more like a cotton crinkle, and it reminds me of the gauze fabric that you will see, but has a nice flowiness to it as well. It's very like sheer in a way, but you guys can't really tell, but it is sheer. So if I was to make a shirt out of this, I will have to line it up with like a cotton or so. But I bought this because, of course, I said I was going to make a dress for my niece, and it's the perfect yardage as well. I think this is like about 2 yard, and it was a piece of remnant as well, so it was on sale for like 50% off, so I got the whole thing. This next fabric I bought, I believe, a lot of it. I don't remember how much, but I know I have plans for this, and I actually want to make some dress or wrap skirt out of this material, and it is a rayon poly. I got this fabric from a thriftynotion.com. I actually bought a small yardage of this to make scrunchies at first, but because of the flower print being so far away, it just looked like a pink scrunchie. So I decided to just keep that small yardage that I have to make scrunchie, while this one, this whole lot, I should show you guys how much I have. Pretty much a lot to make dresses and maybe wrap skirt. If you guys are wondering why I have all these fabric and I haven't made clothes out of them yet, it's because I have a process, and I bought all these fabric knowing that I will create something out of it. So just look forward to it, and I know I will make clothes out of them, and I will in the future. Don't know what I'm going to be calling my brand name just yet, but I will be using these fabrics. One here is also a big pile of fabric. Looks like this. I also bought this from a thriftynotion.com. I actually have planned to make this fabric into a dress or into a 2-piece set, which I have already designed and everything, so please look forward to that. When I bought this, it was kind of like a discount because it has some discoloring on the edge, which I don't mind because I can cut around that. This is a nice like jacquard woven fabric, floral. It's like a nice gray mint color. It has a nice flowiness to it. It has that crinkle texture as well, and I just love it. Alright, moving on to another dead stock fabric. It is this beautiful satin material. This is just the back side, but it is a silver satin, and it's like a light silver. I have some ideas of what I want to do with this. I love that it's a nice silver material. It is not too dark, not too light, so I'm super excited. I did buy this fabric from a thriftynotion.com. It is a dead stock fabric as well. Okay, you guys, we're not even done yet, but this next tote bag here, all the fabric inside, I have bought them from Joann Fabric Store. This next fabric I have is this cheetah print fabric. This is the wrong side. This fabric here is a crepe material. I like this material. This material is so nice. It's a medium weight fabric. The flowiness of this is really nice. And this is the front side, the right side of the fabric, so it's more of a tan color compared to this side, more white. So yeah, I love this fabric. It's a type of material that I would go for if I was to make like a blouse. This next fabric may look familiar to you guys. It's this beautiful abstract paintbrush fabric that I bought from Joann's, and I love it. When I first saw it, it really caught my eye because I love how like it reminded me of paintbrush. I really like this material. It's also a crepe material, the flowiness. And then yeah, love the color. I bought I want to say about 8 yards of this. It was on sale and I bought 8 yards of it because that's how much it comes in a bulk. This next fabric as well may look familiar because I do have it on my shop. It is this beautiful mustard floral fabric. Has a nice flowiness to it. It's not see-through or anything, but it is a medium weight material. So this next one here, I have it in the bag still, so that way it doesn't get dusty. It is also on my website, also 8 yards of fabric. Again, when you buy online, it's a hit and miss if you can get the whole actual bolt itself, but sometimes they have to cut it into pieces, which I don't mind. So this is actually the front side. It has like a nice shine to it, like a semi sheen to it, which is really nice. I really like this color or this fabric as well because of the print. I use this fabric for my hair scarf as well. This one here is actually one of my favorite fabric. It's actually the same one, the same material as the blue and red and black paintbrush that I showed you guys. So this here is a mustard floral print. Love the lightness of this fabric. It has a nice drape to it as well, nice flowiness, but I really love this fabric. I really like this material for scrunchie because of the lightness of it. Next one is a crepe fabric, floral pink. It looks like this. This is the wrong side. And this side, the correct side is more pink. So this is the right side. Love this fabric, like I said. I use it to make my hair scarf. Okay, so last thing from this tote bag. So I haven't even opened it, but this is a jersey knit floral print. It's actually one of the prints that I make for my headbands. So it looks like this. I didn't take it out yet because it's in plastic bag. See here, the jersey knit fabric has a nice stretch to it. It is thin, but once I double layer it, it is a really nice, cute headband when I make it. One of the prints that I use to make my headband, love the cheetah print on here, especially the rusted orange. I love this color, especially for like the fall time. I love it. As well as this one here, it's a polka dot, like an abstract polka dot knit material as well. It's soft and smooth. I don't know if I mentioned that with this one as well. They're both very soft and smooth, so that's why I like these kind of knit material to make headband. Moving on to this next fabric. I bought this fabric from thriftynotion.com. It is a matte satin fabric. Looks like this. It's called a matte satin fabric because satin is usually shiny, but this one is not shiny. It doesn't have like a sheen to it. It's more matted, so that's why I call it a matte satin. But yeah, I really like this red. It's not too bright of a red. It's more of a dark red, perfect for like the holidays or so. I actually bought this fabric to make scrunchies. This next fabric is also from a Thrifty Notion. It is a crepe material. It's this nice yellow I love this yellow. It's like a pastel yellow, not too bright, not too dark. Love it. I call it sunshine because it gives like that nice bright look as well. I really like this material, and it's good for like making blouse or a dress out of, but I bought this to make scrunchies. So this is one of the fabric or material wise I use to make scrunchies. So this one is the same one as the yellow one that I just mentioned. I also bought it from a Thrifty Notion, and it's this purple, like a dark purple lavender fabric. I bought more of this because I wanted to make a dress out of it. Really like this purple. It's not too dark, not too light. The next fabrics I'm going to be showing you guys are all satin. So this is the shiny part. So this is the right side of the fabric and this is the wrong side of the fabric. But look how pretty that is. It has such a nice shine to it. These are all satin fabric. I bought these from, I want to say, fabric.com. They were very cheap at the time, so when I bought it, I just wanted to test them out and see if I liked them or not. You can see this one, this rusted one, I bought a little bit more of. I only got a certain colors of satin, and these are some of them. I do have like a dusty pink and an olive one, a gold, and a black. Here is the gold one, here's the black one. Here is the pink one. The dusty pink one here. Such a nice, beautiful color. I love this color so much. Once I sell out of these, I will go ahead and buy more. I also have a cream color one as well. Also got the green one as well. It's an olive green. It looks like this. Very, very nice color. Love this olive green so much. So these fabric I bought from Joann, and they are knit fabric. They look like this. I only bought a half a yard because that's enough to make headband. So I used this fabric here to make headband. I really like this baby blue color. It's very simple and everything. These, I believe, were not on sale, but buying just a half a yard, you only pay like, I want to say $2 to $3 for it, which is actually pretty good. I really like this orange burnt color as well. It's also the same as the blue one, very nice and soft and smooth, perfect for headbands, pants, leggings. This is the pink, like a dusty pink one as well, very soft and smooth. And then we have a yellow one here. Really like this yellow. This yellow is like the yellow down there that I showed you guys earlier. And then we have an olive one as well. This next fabric I'm going to be showing you guys, I actually bought a whole lot of it. It is this beautiful blue organza eyelet fabric. I have plans for this fabric here. I'm going to be making shirts out of them, and I just love that it's like a nice transparent organza eyelet material. It has a nice scallop detailing at the end. It has like a nice flowiness to it as well. I love it. You can make curtains out of this, skirts, dress. My plan for this fabric is actually to make a shirt, like a nice little blouse out of it. I do have to get lining due to that it is transparent. This material I have here is a lace. Beautiful, beautiful ombre lace. I bought a whole lot of this. So my plan for this fabric is to make either a dress or a nice ruffle blouse. And yeah, I just love the color. The two last fabric that I just mentioned, I bought them from a Thrifty Notion, as well as this one, which was from the same collection of this one here. So it's like a nice purple and pink ombre effect to it. This is a organza, so it's transparent. I have plans to make sleeves out of this. I really think they would look beautiful with like a balloon sleeve. As well as that collection, I bought this Teflon material as well. It looks like this. As well as the beautiful purple ombre effect to it. And at first I bought this to make scrunchies, but after like doing a sample trial and error, I didn't like how it felt. Like a scrunchie should feel like nice and I don't know, like nice and like not noisy. I don't know. So I decided that I'm not going to use this material to make scrunchies out of. Instead, I'm going to use it to make a skirt or a dress out of it because there is enough, I want to say enough to make like a dress out of it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But this also came with the same collection as these two here. And what I like about Thrifty Notion is that every Friday they come out with collection. So when I bought these fabric from this collection, I thought people were going to fight me for it, but it turns out I was just the only one who seemed to be interested in these kind of material or collection, this color combination wise, I don't know, but I felt like no one fought me to buy any of these stuff, so I was like, okay, I guess I was in luck, I don't know, but I really do love this color combination. The pink or purple is very, very beautiful. This one here is so beautiful. When I saw it on the website, I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. This is like a nice lightweight satin jacquard material. It's woven. I knew that when I saw it, I definitely had to get it to make scrunchies out of it because I know the fabric and how lightweight it is already, so I didn't have any question or doubt about the fabric, so I got it. They only had a small amount of this fabric, so I got the whole thing. It is a jacquard satin as well. This one is a little thicker. I only knew that it was thicker because just by looking at the content of the fabric up close, you kind of know that it's like a thicker material. It does have a nice flowiness to it. This is the back side, and this is the shinier front side. They only had a small amount of this left, so I decided to just buy the whole thing. I believe it's like 3 yards, so I got the whole thing. I bought this to make scrunchie as well, and yeah, I definitely love purple. For some reason, I've been loving purple and blue lately. I just begin like getting a lot of like purple, like lavender, lilac, even teal, blue, mint. So I don't know. This here I got recently at Joann, and I love the color. Of course, I drew to the colors because it's pink and purple, and it reminded me of, you guessed it, this here. Because I got like a collection set of this with this one and the other two fabric down there, I just kind of thought of that and maybe we'll do something with it. Huh? I'm not sure yet, but I definitely want to incorporate this fabric with the purple and pink collection that I got from A Thrifty Notion. This next fabric here is just a knit fabric, super soft, from Joann Fabric Store as well. I bought this to make maybe like t-shirts or so, but I'm not sure yet. This next piece here is a remnant from Joann. I bought this thinking of my niece because it's Minnie Mouse. I'm going to make a shirt out of this for her because she's so tiny, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I gotta make something for her. And this is such a cute fabric. I don't know if they still have this fabric at Joann, so if you guys are interested, you guys can go check it out. I don't know what it's called. It just says mini stars and hearts. So if you guys are interested, it says right here. I think that's the name of the fabric, but this fabric is expensive because it is a character license fabric, so it is expensive. This was in the Remnant pile, so I got it for, I want to say, it was still pricey because it's only like less than a yard, but it's enough to make a little t-shirt for a little girl. I got this one as well as a remnant, and this one's actually smaller than the mini one, but again, enough to make a little toddler shirt for a little girl. It's definitely fine with me. This next one I bought from a Thrifty Notion. It is this nice cotton poly fabric. Looks like this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has like little lines on the fabric, like an emboss kind of. And I love it. I love this color so much. It's like a nice purple. I love that's like a hint of purple and blue in a way. My idea for this fabric is to make a blouse that has a quarter sleeve, puffy sleeve, maybe like a crop top, but I'm not sure yet, but definitely want to incorporate the puffy sleeve to it. This next fabric that I have here is this nice beautiful rose organza fabric. This is the wrong side. Let me flip it to the right side for you guys to see. Here it is. This is the right side. It is transparent and it is embroidered with a rose in it. I definitely love this fabric when I saw it on the website of A Thrifty Notion. It is beautiful, but because being embroidered into the organza, you can, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this here is like falling apart, so I have to actually cut around some of this. My idea for this fabric is actually to make puffy sleeve as well, like a long puffy sleeve, and it has a nice scallop detailing as well at the bottom. It's funny because I saw this one girl who's also on YouTube. She had the same fabric, and for some reason I thought she bought it from A Thrifty Notion as well, but watching her video she mentioned that she actually bought it from a local thrift store or a local fabric shop near her area, and it's the exact same fabric. I don't know, I found it funny because I was like, oh my god, that's so weird. I think she bought it at her local fabric store first before A Thrifty Notion put this up on their website. So I don't know, I just saw her video just a few days ago and I was like, I know that fabric. That fabric looks familiar. And it's just this as well. She got the same fabric, but just somewhere else. But yeah, that's my idea for this fabric here to make puffy sleeve. I think I might make it with this knit fabric here that I got from Joann. I think it'll go quite well together. This next fabric here is just a little piece, but it's a boho rainbow cotton fabric I got on sale. Most of my fabric that you guys see, I get them on sale at Joann if they're from Joann. But yes, I usually get them on sale. I never pay full price for it. This here is an organza that I got from the remnant pile from Joann. I just got it because I wanted to test something out with it. I might actually use this to test out my balloon sleeve first before I actually try it on the actual fabric itself. This next fabric here is from A Thrifty Notion. It's also one of the newer fabric that I just recently purchased. I'm trying to find the ends. Here it is. It is a satin jacquard as well, and it looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. Okay, this looks better. But it looks like this, and it's floral. It's a nice like fuchsia, hot pink, and the floral print itself is actually like printed on there. It's really, really a cool pattern. I really like this material because it has a nice stiffness to it as well. So I bought this to make scrunchies. This next fabric, surprisingly, I did not get it from Joann's or A Thrifty Notion. I bought this fabric from Michaels. Can you believe it? Michaels actually sells fabrics now. This is a nice big floral jacquard fabric. It is a little stiff, but I really like this material, especially the color itself. It's like a peach color. It has a nice drape to it, and this is the wrong side. It's a little rough and not shiny, but this is here is the right side. It's the shinier side is usually the right side, but either or is fine. You can use either side. I want to say I bought this during February, and I believe Michaels just recently introduced it then that they were selling fabrics. So yeah, I got 6 yards of this. My idea for this is to make a top or dress out of it. This fabric as well I bought from Michaels.com with the pink one. This one, the only difference is that the flower itself is smaller and this is not as stiff as the pink one. I'm thinking a blouse would be a better fit for this material because it's not as stiff compared to the pink one. So yeah, the flowiness of this is really nice as well. Another organza fabric from Joann. I bought this to make a skirt out of, but I haven't decided how I want to make it yet. This next fabric is like a nice flowy chiffon crepes fabric that I bought from Joann from the remnant pile. So it looks like this. Very flowy, lightweight. I bought this to make scrunchies out of it, oversized and standard size. Whatever you guys see here is what I have to make scrunchie. Once it sells out, it sells out. This next fabric is also from Joann's Fabric, and it's just a nice blue. I want to say it's like a crepe fabric, lightweight. It is a little see-through, so it is opaque. Has a nice flowiness to it. I bought this to make scrunchies as well. I found this in the remnant section, so yeah. I was lucky enough to find it at 2 different stores, so I decided to buy whatever they had. This next fabric is from Joann's Fabric Store. It's just plaid, a plaid flannel that I bought to make clothes for my dog for the holiday time. Some cotton fabric from Walmart. If you go to your local Walmart store, they do have some fabric, but I bought this when Christmas was in season, and I probably will make these into scrunchies. This next one I have here is a crushed velvet that I bought from Joann. Because it's been in the bin for a while, it sticks. But yes, I bought this fabric from Joann. Because it's velvet, it is pretty expensive. It's considered a fashion apparel fabric. I bought this to make scrunchies. This is a teal blue one. This is a pan velvet. This next fabric here is also a holiday cotton fabric. I'm going to be making scrunchies out of these for the holiday. These next 2 fabric are from a Thrifty Notion. This is a plaid. This next piece here is actually a rib knit fabric, and it's like a burgundy color. Love the color on camera. For some reason it shows way nicer on camera than in person. Next fabric I have here are just a small collection of linen fabric. They look like this. Here I purchased from a Thrifty Notion. It's a dead stock linen. It's like a nice cherry red. And then these here I bought from Joann Fabric Store. It's like a teal one, an olive one, a little rust one, mustard, and this one's actually a little different. This one's like a lighter, like a linen-like material. It's thinner compared to the rest of these, but I like it. This next fabric here is a cotton floral material. Super cute, love it. I have this as well as a scrunchie on my shop. This next one here is a dead stock fabric from a Thrifty Notion. It's this cute polka dot fabric. This is a poly, I want to say a rayon, a poly rayon because of the material. It feels more like poly. Next fabric here is a purple eggplant color. It's one of those cotton poly material. It's like it has that nice texture crinkle to it. I have this made into scrunchie as well. Next one here is a blue, like a blue sky cotton fabric. This next one here is a butterfly blue cotton fabric that I'm going to make into scrunchie. Next one here is a blue plaid daisy cotton fabric as well, scrunchie. I have here is a feather cotton material, polka dot cotton material. I have a red one, cotton as well, green polka dot, green with white polka dot cotton as well. A bumblebee glitter, one of my poplar scrunchie as well. I have here little doggy cotton fabric material, floral, stars, watermelon and pineapple and lemon, donut, floral, doggy prints, horoscopes and moon, the adventure, more moon and stars, galaxy, Mickey Mouse, watermelon, constellation. This is just like a small quarter size fabric, more floor print, daisy, marble, Detroit, sports, Detroit Tiger, the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Lions. I don't have the Red Wings. These fabric here are all cotton, and I use these to make my key fob. I have this nice mint crepe chiffon material as well. It's a nice flowy material. I use this material to make scrunchies. I bought this from Joann. It was in the remnant pile. This one here I bought from a Thrifty Notion. It's this nice red crinkle poly cotton fabric. I have this fabric made into a scrunchie as well. So it's nice and flowy. I only bought a small amount but decided to buy the rest that they had. This next fabric at Joann's fabric store. This is just a pink blush satin. This here is a knit fabric. I believe this is like a nice fabric for lining as well. It is interlock, I believe that's what they're called. It's nice and soft. If you're looking for lining to line a blouse, this is a nice fabric. This one is also another purple, but I bought this one. It's a different material. It is like an interlock material as well. It's a little thicker, but I bought this one at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I just grabbed all the other fabrics, moved them closer to me. So let's keep going. So this next fabric here I bought at a Thrifty Notion, and it looks like this. It's a nice like animal print, jacquard satin, lightweight. It has a nice flow to it, and because it's like a nice jacquard satin looking, due to like the shininess and the print as well, this is woven, a woven fabric. And my idea for this, because it's like a nice neutral color, is to make a blouse out of it. The next fabric I have is a orange satin, and it looks like this. I believe I only got 5 yards because that's all they had left, and I bought this fabric from a Thrifty Notion. Moving on to this pile right here, I have this beautiful fabric from a Thrifty Notion. It is like a satin jacquard fabric as well. I'm trying to like get into the right side of the fabric, so it looks like this. Very beautiful, flowy. It's not really see-through or anything, but I love the print of this. Very like paint splatter and stuff. So for this fabric, I want to make a blouse out of it because of the color and the material itself. I really like it, so I think like a blouse would be suitable for this, a dress as well, but I really want to make a blouse out of this. I did buy all of it, whatever they had, So it did come into two separate like pieces, but I'm okay with that. I can work with that. The next fabric I have here is from Joann Fabric, and I bought the whole bolt roll of this, and this was in the remnant stack pile. I guess no one really liked this color or stripe, and I decided I'm gonna buy it because I went to Joann like 3 times, and I told myself on the 4th time, if I come here, I'm gonna buy it, and it was still there. So I decided to buy it, and surprisingly it was a whole 8-yard bolt, so I bought it. My plan for this fabric is to make t-shirts out of it, and maybe try to embroider a little design on it as well. If I have anything left over, I will definitely make a few shirts for my niece. This next fabric here is a stage tulle right here. I had an idea to make like a ruffle, like pleated tulle skirt with a satin that I bought as well. But I changed my mind, and I'm actually gonna make something else out of this tulle. So I don't know what yet. Next is this bolt of 8 yards of knit fabric. It looks like this. I bought this from Joann, and I bought it on sale. That's why I bought the whole bulk of it. It was very, very inexpensive, so that's why I got it. I use this fabric to make my headbands. I bought the whole 8 yards because I thought might as well just get the whole 8 yards, so that way I don't have to go back and forth and buy more fabric. So it was just more convenient to just buy the whole 8-yard bolt when it's on sale, so that I don't have to go back and forth to get more. Also, more knit fabric that I use to make headbands. This here is a pink cheetah leopard print fabric right here that I bought from Joann. I bought it on sale, very inexpensive. I bought the whole, I think, not the whole 8 yards, but the 7 yard that they had available. I bought the 7 yards so I can make headbands, so that way I don't have to go back and forth to get more, as well as these other two. This is the tan leopard one. This one, which is a yellow and green floral knit fabric. All 4 fabrics that I just showed you guys, they are really, really soft, and they're about the same material of knit, so that's why I really like them. Okay, so this one here is still brand new. It's still in this packaging. The reason why I haven't took this one out yet, because I still have a few yardage of this fabric laying around somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so I decided to show you guys this thing. This is a whole 8-yard bolt of cheetah print that I bought from Joann. I did buy this full price, unfortunately, because it wasn't on sale. When I first bought the first few yardage of this print, it like sold out immediately, so I decided to just buy this for a backup, so that way I didn't have to go back and forth to the store. So these two next fabric I'm going to show you guys, I bought them at Hobby Lobby. They are the leopard and cheetah prints. This one's a gold leopard print, and this one's a brown leopard print. I'm actually wearing the pink and gold leopard print right here. This fabric right here. So this is the scrunchie. I actually really like both of these patterns. I have one of each scrunchie for myself. I really like the pattern, and these also are my 2 popular print as well in my shop. These 2 I bought the whole 8-yard bulk roll because when Hobby Lobby still had their 40% off coupon, I was able to use that and get these on a discount price. This next material I'm going to show you guys is a material that I use to make my headband as well. It looks like this. It's a leopard print glitter knit fabric. I have it in a bag because I don't want to get it all dusty, and it's tied with a plastic like this plastic thing. But this is a cotton spandex knit fabric. This one is the only fabric from my headband collection that's different. All the other fabrics that I have are nice and soft, while this one is a cotton spandex, so it's not really soft because it has the glitter, but I do love the print. This is a great material to make like a sweater. Because people requested this material more often for the headband, I decided to go ahead and get a 8-yard bulk roll for it as well, instead of going back and forth to grab more fabric. I did get this on sale, so that's why I got the whole 8-yard. Okay everyone, we are down to the last two fabric, and they are both satin. I bought them from A Thrifty Notion. This one is a maroon satin color, and this one is a sage green satin. When I saw both of them on the website, I knew I had to get them, especially the maroon satin fabric. I knew that I definitely want to make a dress out of it. And then the satin one, the stage satin one, I really wanted to make something for the spring and summertime. It is summertime now, but I have drafted a pattern piece of what I want to make, and I'll definitely show you guys in a future video maybe what I came up with, and I'm super excited to share. So look forward to that. And these are on the wrong side, so it doesn't look like they're satin, so I'm going to put them down real quick to show you guys how they look like. So this is the sage green. Love, love, love this color. So it looks like this. This is the sage green. Look at that color and that shine, the flowiness to it. It is not too thick of a satin, which is great, so it's easy to move around, not opaque or anything. So I love it. I really, really love it. And again, this is death stock fabric, so you can find something similar to it, but probably not the same. Really love this color though, and I'm happy that I did get a good amount, so that way I can work on the garment and try to like start selling clothes, because that's something that I really, really want to do. Can't wait, you guys. I know for the maroon one I bought the whole thing. I knew that I really wanted to make a dress out of it. I don't remember how much I bought, or how much it is, but how much yardage it is, but I know that I really want to make it into a dress, and like especially for the holidays. So this is the maroon satin. Look at that color, so nice. It's not too shiny, which is great. I don't mind that, but I love, 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 love how the light shines on it. It's so pretty. Alright everyone, we have come to the end of this video. That is all of my fabrics that I have collected during the past few months. And I honestly don't remember collecting this many fabrics. But after doing this video, I think I realized now I need to take a step back and not buy too much fabric from now on. I do want to remind you guys that I didn't buy all of these fabric all at once. I did buy them slowly throughout the past few months, collecting these fabric for future projects. So I'm super excited for those future projects, and I'll do my best to record them and share it with you guys as well, especially making clothes. It's definitely a challenge that I'm going to challenge myself to do this year, and continue to grow as well while learning how to sew garments. So super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. If you have any question about any of the fabrics that I mentioned today, leave them in the comment below and I'll do my best to respond back to you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!